So I was gonna go through the baby shower stuff that we got a few days ago so that I can start prepping my hospital bag, and I realized this is probably a good time for me to film a little baby shower haul. So let's get right into it. I do want to start off by saying that this is my second baby and I'm pregnant with twin girls. So some of the bigger items are gonna be a little more twin specific, but I think for the most part, it's stuff that you can use whether it's one baby or two. I'm gonna try to go by categories so that I don't forget what I've already mentioned and what I haven't. So let's see how that goes. So I think I'm gonna start with the clothes that we got, mainly because I do want to start off by saying that since they're twins, I am gonna be that annoying mom that has them matching. So, and a lot of the people that went knew that. So we got a lot of two of everything, which I'm dying at some of these outfits, because this is my first pregnancy was a boy, and I just feel like boy clothes is just boring versus girl clothes that is just so cute and floral and the colors are better. So we got a lot of, even the bows, we got a lot of two of everything. And I did want to shout out whoever it was, I can't even remember. I think it was one of my aunts. She also got us like 5 packs of these fabric or suede clothes hangers, which I didn't even think to put on my registry, but I have a feeling I know who it is because she's always 10 steps ahead of the game. But it was so cute. Like, it just makes me want to have a tea party on a random Tuesday. Like, how cute is this? So yeah, we got a lot of clothes, a lot of bows, a lot of headbands. It's just been such a blessing. We have a really big family, so I have a whole pile of clothes that I could jump into that I won't bore y'all with. But that does lead me to some sleep stuff. So I did love these Swaddle Me swaddlers with my son. He actually really liked them. I felt like they were the Velcro on them was really good, so he couldn't really break out of these versus some of the other ones that we got. So I asked for, or I put these on my registry. This print I've only ever seen at a Target, I think. So this is where they're from. But I really like these. Definitely recommend. And where did they go? Oh. These Halo sleep sacks. I really liked these also with my son. So this is for when they're a little bigger and their arms don't have to be swaddled. I think, yeah, you can use these right away too, 0 to 6 months, but I like the other ones better. It just made me feel better. Like his little arms strapped in. I'll probably try to do the same with the girls. If they don't like them, then I'll just probably move them onto this one. But yeah, I really like those. We also, staying on the sleep category, the hatch. My son still uses his hatch to this day, so I wanted to add one for the girls. I definitely love that I can control it from my phone. We do that often. You can also speak through it, which I've done that before with my son. And yeah, I just really like it. It has really good like noise options as well as the color options and all that good stuff. So recommend, bought again. This was my son's Snuggle Me little bed. I don't know what they're officially called. But we got another one in the same color since we're gonna need two. And I really liked it with my son, because he would just stay in here. I would put him on the couch if I was gonna run to go get something and I knew that he wasn't gonna fall. And it just felt a little safer than just putting pillows around him, because he couldn't knock these off or whatever. I will say, these are a little pricey. They're about $100, and I think he outgrew it by 2 months, 3 months. So it's not a long-term use, but I really liked it. So this is a debatable if you need it, but I really liked it. So we got another one. Moving on to on-the-go items. So with my son, I made the mistake of just going on Amazon to look for a diaper bag and just found one with great reviews, and I was like, let me give this a shot. So I didn't see it in person. The bag that I ended up getting by itself weighed probably close to 10 pounds, it felt like. So once you added all the stuff in, it was extremely heavy. So this time I did a little more research, and I ended up finding the Lululemon parent diaper bag. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I want to say it's the parent bag, whatever. It's super duper lightweight. It has several pockets, so this one opens. It has one on the side, one up top, another one on the side, another one in the back. And I liked that it came with another to-go bag inside. So this is where you would keep your diaper, wipes, and then you can, instead of taking the whole bag with you to like a restroom or a room where you're gonna change them, you can just grab this out and take it with you. It did come with a changing pad, but I felt like it was really small. So I still asked for the one that I had with my son that where is it? This one, the Skip Hop. I had this one with my son, and I left it at a Texas Roadhouse. I got distracted by the rolls, and I left it there, and I was so sad, but that was around the time that he was kind of getting out of that anyways. But anyways, I like the size. It's huge, and you can even actually put your diapers and wipes in it if you wanted to. But yeah, and you can clip it if you're just gonna go somewhere real quick, and this is all you need, like once they start getting a little older. And on the same to-go, I guess I'll put this on the to-go because I had a lot of friends that recommended this product, and they would actually take it with them to restaurants or out and about. It's this Inglesina, however you pronounce that. It's almost like a portable high chair, and you can slip it into a table, and then you just tighten it. So this takes the place of like a booster or a high chair. It takes up less room, so it's pretty convenient. We used it in our out of breath, sorry. We use it downstairs in our kitchen. We have like a peninsula like bar area, so we would put it on there and just leave it there, and my son would hang out while I was like cleaning the kitchen or, you know, doing dishes or whatever, and I can have him right there strapped in and not have to use like a high chair or anything, and I could give him snacks. It was super convenient. We used it up until like he was like a year old, so we asked for another one. So it's the same one like this one, so that hopefully the twins like it too, and they can just sit at the kitchen with me. But a lot of people use it out and about, so I'm gonna include it in the to-go travel items. This is another little to-go item that I wanted to mention. So Mustela. This is another thing that I wanted to add to my diaper bag items, because Desitin is always going to be a 10 out of 10. That's what we still to this day use with my son. And I know that one's going to work, but when you're out and about, sometimes you don't want to just do all that because you're not in a convenient situation. So I wanted to try this diaper rash spray that I keep seeing everywhere. And I have it in my little travel bag or diaper bag. So I'm really hoping this one works and I don't have to be adding another step when we're out. I also wanted to talk about these little pacifiers. So cute. And I have them all in this Parker Baby caddy. This one I've seen pretty much recommended on every registry website, and I understand why, because it's supposed to fit right on top of like those rolling carts that a lot of people use, and I used it with my son. I plan on doing it again because it's super convenient, especially when you're going from room to room because you're moving around, they're moving around, whatever. And it has so many pockets, so many little dividing areas, really cute. So this will go on my little cart. I didn't add these to my registry and I thought it was so cute that people thought of it themselves, but twin books. This actually even helps with my son because we're trying to get him used to the idea that he's about to have 2 sisters. So I'll probably read these to him so that he can start mentally preparing. And then of course I can read it to the twins so they kind of understand their unique sibling situation. We got a lot of little toys that were really cute. Oh, this is the other one that I was looking for. Look at that. So cute. I forgot to talk about this one on the to-go or travel items. I saw these everywhere when my son, I feel like, was a little older. I don't know why I never saw these, but they're like the mom cozy hip carriers. This definitely would have been so convenient with my son, especially when we were out and about or we would take him to the zoo or whatever, and he didn't want to be necessarily strapped in, but he wanted someone to hold him. This would have helped with that load because you know how it is. They get older and heavier, and here you are. Or you need something like this. Those were the smaller items that we got, everything I just talked about. I do have some things that are still either in boxes or just really large items that I can't whip out, but I did want to talk about. So, let me see. So I did want to talk about some of these items, and I'll probably insert a picture somewhere here so you know what I'm talking about. This is a twin item, but I received the My Breast Friend twin nursing pillow. I think it's still convenient even if it's just one, because a lot of these breastfeeding pillows are a little smaller. Like I had a boppy with my son, and sometimes I did feel like I needed a little extra room. So I'm gonna try this one for the girls, and hopefully it fits all 3 of us comfortably. High chair. So that was another one that I wanted to talk about. So I asked for the Ingenuity high chair, which is like the all silicone plastic one. So with my son, I think I picked one that was a little more like in at the time, instead of one that was actually going to be beneficial to him and like efficient and work properly for what he needed, like support wise. So I got the Lalo high chair with him. The legs were super wide. It didn't have like a moving leg support. The back was really short. 0 out of 10. Don't recommend. So this time I wanted to get the Ingenuity high chair. My sister got this one as a gift with my niece, and I was like, this is all I need. One has wheels, and it doesn't have like the wide legs, and it's all wipeable because it's all like that silicone plastic, but still cushiony. So I can get them out, wipe it down, There's no like fabrics or anything that can get stained. I really like it, and it can grow with them, so then you can take it off and you can use it as a booster and as other things. So since I saw how great it worked with my niece, I'm really hoping that it works with the girls too. This is another twin item, but it's the Twin Z pillow. So it's basically like a boppy on steroids. It's two hooked together. So I plan on using it for when I'm preparing to breastfeed, and I can just have them laying down and then grab them from it, or just like tummy time or anything that just them resting or hanging out. So I think I'll really like this one. It's one of the most recommended twin items too, so I'm sure it's worked. For sleep, so we have 3 different locations that we spend most of our time with my son, and it's probably going to be the same with the girls, which is their nursery, our bedroom, our living room. So I wanted, well, the nursery is upstairs. This is where I'm at, which is where their cribs will be. And I asked for the Graco Shiloh crib. Like I said, I'll try to put a picture somewhere. I liked that it didn't have that gap in the bottom, and I can use that as storage for like crib sheets or mattress sheets, whatever, and nothing will roll under it. For hopefully the first like 8 months or so of their life, they'll be in our bedroom in their bassinet. So for twins, I spoke to my pediatrician, and he actually recommended keeping them together. We have friends and family that have had twins, and I feel like you get mixed advice. Like some people are like, no, separate them, keep one by dad, keep one by you, or just for them to have their own space. I found the Harpa twin bassinet, and I'm hoping it will be the best of both worlds, because this one has a removable mesh in the middle so that you can separate them or keep them together. So I feel like I'll have the option to pick whichever I want later on. I'm hoping it works out. We shall see. And then lastly, I got a pack and play for the living room. So this is just for when I end up spending most of my time in my living room. I don't really like to hang out in our bedroom. We have a pretty small bedroom. So I wanted something that I didn't have to keep rolling the bassinet out, mainly because this is going to be a pretty big bassinet and our room is really small. So I'm sure where we build it, it will stay. I don't think we will have the room to move it in or out. So I wanted a pack and play, something lighter that we can also use for when we travel, which we do. So we got that one. For camera, we asked for the BabySense HD split screen camera, because when they move up into their nursery, this one, it comes with 2 different cameras. So obviously we can see one and the other from one monitor. So that it was one of the top recommended for twins. Hopefully it works well. And I think lastly is the Diaper Genie. So I can't remember the brand that we had for my son. Ubi, maybe? Ubi? And I was never impressed with it. Now, I don't know if a diaper caddy, whatever you call it, not a diaper caddy, a diaper pail will ever be impressive. I don't know if one will ever 100% work, but I'm gonna give Diaper Genie a chance to prove me wrong. Oh, and then we asked for 2 Graco SnugRide infant car seats, which we got both. Our goal is to have all 3 of them in the back seat of our Suburban. So we have a Suburban, and I'm hoping they can all fit in that back row without having to use the 3rd row. We'll see. We just received both of them, both of the car seats, so we're gonna try it out with my son's car seat in the middle and the twins on the edge. I'm really hoping it works. I think those are the only items that I really wanted to give a shout out to or that we received. Other stuff I'm still trying to figure out once they're here if I will need or not, because I feel like it's going to be a whole different ball game with twin girls than how it was with my son. So for now, that's all I have. But I think my next video will be, after I sort through all this stuff, is getting my hospital bag ready and showing y'all what I pack for that. I feel like with my son, everything was a blur, so I feel like I'm still starting from scratch. So yeah, that would probably be my next video, but thank you guys so much for watching this one, and I will see you on my next one. Bye!